This week's episode, we talk about how Laura almost went to jail at the airport. We give a taste test to a marshmallow bourbon. We have a funny conversation about artificial intelligence. We talk a little bit of politics and a little bit of national news. Take a listen. Let us know what you think. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
It is I, says me.
Holla.
I'm getting there. Shut up.
All right, everybody. We are live. It's Tuesday, May 2nd. 2019.
Something like that.
May as well be.
Dos de Mayo.
Soon to be Cinco. Are we doing anything for Cinco de Mayo? That's the question.
Negative.
We should.
We should. What are you doing
Block
Friday?
party.
You're probably going to be out of town.
I think I'm around.
Oh, well, there we go. All right, guys, it's the Drinking with Drew show. drinkingwithdrew.com. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Twitters, Facebook. All that good stuff. Laura's probably drunk already. She's had 3 White Claws.
Not yet.
Woo! Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe after the taste test.
Big taste test going on tonight. Doing some bourbon.
Yep.
Ugh. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna mix it with ginger ale.
I got the ginger ale here for you if you need it.
I have cold ginger ale. Did you get the ginger ale out of the refrigerator?
I was not told to, so no.
No. There is ginger ale in the refrigerator. That's a 2-liter. That
Awesome.
We can actually use. So cool. So Joe, what?
Keep
What?
talking. I can hear the TV.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, forgot to turn the TV off in the living room. So we're gonna go and turn that off. I can't hear it personally. I don't know if you can hear it. But
Well,
whatever.
now that you have your de-esser, you won't hear those things.
Well, the de-esser is just strictly for S's. The background noise is something totally different, but also a different function of the new mic processors that we're using. So tune in. Shortly, we're going to be doing a taste test of a new whiskey. It's a marshmallow. I'm sorry, bourbon, not whiskey. A marshmallow whiskey, bourbon. I'm just going to say whiskey the whole night.
Well, all bourbons are whiskeys, too.
Well, but it's a
Depends
bourbon.
on how they're made.
It's labeled a bourbon, so I'm trying to be correct.
Yep.
Anatomically correct. What's an anomaly correct?
There we go.
There you
Why
go.
was my mic
We
muted?
can make up our
Your
own
mic
shit.
was
I don't
not
know.
muted.
I know,
It
but it
was.
wasn't going on.
Well, your boobs must have been covering it. I don't know.
Don't forget to mention we're drinking Presidente.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So today, I switched it over. We're doing, I love this beer. El Presidente.
Maybe you should put it in your screen if you
Oh,
want to talk
sorry.
about it. Yeah.
No, you're watching this. I'm watching that. What? It's not there?
There you
Is
go.
it not there?
There you go.
Whatevs. It's there.
You refuse to be centered.
I don't like being centered. It's my years of photography. Centering is just so like meh, a little cheesy. We're going to be doing a marshmallow bourbon, courtesy of Star Liquor up in Riverview. I talked to the guy. He's the one that recommended it, so we'll see how it goes.
I don't know if you
Courtesy
could
would be if he gave it to us.
Right. I'm sure
Well,
he
he
paid
recommended it. I'm trying to. I gave him a sticker. We're working it in. Okay, Jay, relax.
Sticker.
full price. I'm
yeah.
sure the minimum wage clerk behind the counter is really going to have the authority to give you free liquor every week.
You know what's funny about Star Liquors is back when I owned my first house in this subdivision in 2004, we used to go to Star Liquor all the time to buy our kegs. And we knew the guys that worked there like so well. We'd go like weekly and buy a keg.
Like
And-
you used to have keg parties?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
$5 for
Yeah.
a plastic cup.
Like
I wish I met you guys
weekly keg parties.
Sound like way more fun.
Yeah, weekly keg parties. And so we knew those guys so well. And now it's kind of obviously people have changed at the register. But I don't know, maybe we can get it back. You know, maybe they'll remember me at some point. You know, maybe.
Let's throw a keg party.
Ooh, it's been such a long time that I threw a keg party. I mean, I've been to a few, but yeah. But when I throw one, you know, can we invite the wieners and, you know, then.
Cinco de Mayo keg party. That's
Yeah.
all I'm
everybody,
hearing.
Everybody will have to wear diapers
Tequila.
so when the wieners bite their asses. You know, they're just protected.
We'll have to have like wound care, a corner in the house with wound care.
Well, we'll just have Joe's wife, Chrissy, on standby with a wound kit from the Animal Rescue Center. I'm sure she has one.
Not that I know of.
You have a tracker, you have a chip reader, but not a wound care kit?
Yeah. I have my own microchip scanner. Cats, dogs, horses, pigs.
Humans.
I mean, if you put a microchip in a human, I guess I can scan it.
So I was handed a 55-plus menu this week.
Yeah.
at Village Inn.
Was it because of the gray hair and the beard?
And I questioned the night before why I didn't get
I don't know,
ID'd
Joe.
at dinner. And then you get a 55 and older menu the next day, and it all made sense.
Yeah, I don't know why they gave it to me, Joe. I sat down and I was having breakfast at 7:30 in the morning or 8 o'clock.
Was there like a
whatever.
$2.99 special?
No, I get the same thing when I go there because I don't like to eat heavy breakfast. So I just like, you know what? I'm gonna eat my standard. I do a parfait with the yogurt and the fruit and stuff. And I was like, okay, my black
Prune
coffee.
juice?
No prune juice yet. We'll give that a few years. But I sat down as soon as she's like, "Here's the menu.
Were
If
you,
you qualify," I'm like, "Not
Oh.
quite."
which place was this?
Village Inn.
Oh.
Yeah.
The one on Sun City?
No, the one right here. We have one
Oh,
right,
yeah.
like right around the corner, Joe. It would make more sense if I
That's
was
what
at the
I'm
one
saying.
in Sun City.
They just know to give it out to everybody over there.
Drew, are you going to have your usual, the parfait
yeah, and the coffee.
and the
yes.
coffee?
Yep.
It's $4
Hey, you know what
now.
that means though? I'm just a few years away from allowing me to be a perverted old man, which
Yeah.
that's my goal in life, where I can just say
That's why you
perverted
grow
shit.
the gray beard so that you can be like, I'm a perverted old
Yeah,
man.
I can just
You
say
still do it.
crazy, stupid shit, and people are like, "Yeah, cute old man."
And women will think it's cute when you fart in public.
Oh, I still do that.
That'll never be cute.
Yeah.
That's why he has a gas mask back there.
Right?
I mean,
That's why I haven't seen it. It's been in
Wait,
the
can you see-
bedroom.
Oh, no, it's too high. You can't
I've
see it.
crossed up, crop dusted a few people at the auction.
Yeah, and you Dutch oven.
It's
a
usually
lot
it's
at
usually
night.
Laura.
Oh, tell us
Yeah.
about your Dutch ovens.
I'll
Laura.
walk away real fast and be like,
Yeah, and then yeah, you do a lot.
is what it is. So Simon got out on Friday. He was really good, I think. I mean, he didn't kill anybody. He didn't bite anything. He stayed local.
Knock
He was
up.
just taking
Did
a
he knock
little
up some
stroll
local,
of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
He can't knock anything up anymore, Jay.
knock up some local
can't.
bitches.
But let's.
Shoots
The
blanks.
reason he got out was because normally we just open the slider in the morning and let him out. Well, there was a crazy storm the night before, winds all over the place, and the side gate got pushed open by the wind. So it wasn't like we just
And when
let him
you
out
let-
or he slipped out the
well,
front door.
When you let him out, it was still dark out, and you didn't clarify that the gate was open or closed. So I get it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, so it's Laura's fault is
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
hearing.
what I'm saying.
Oh.
I mean, I did let him out.
I mean,
But
it
'Cause
was
you would've
it was an
taken a
act
look.
of God that opened the gate.
God.
It was.
Yeah, God, not me.
Maybe you
So-
should put a better latch.
We do need one, honestly. That's for sure. Like we need one of those Fort Knox.
Crossbars.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's Drew's fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Everything's my fault. I'll take it. Yeah. So I was woken up at 6 or no, what?
It was like 7:30.
45-ish. Yeah, with a knock on the door, and I'm like, okay, is somebody serving a warrant at my house? Like, what's going on? Because not only did they knock once, they knocked twice. As I'm like getting my pants on, they knocked again. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker's either getting beat down or I'm going to jail. Something's going on. And I walk out. I open the garage door because I never go out the front door. Neighborhood girl was standing there with Simon. Like, I don't know how he got out. I'm like, shit.
Me either.
But thankfully, like she knew Simon. Simon knew her,
Yeah, I
so
mean-
he went with her, and it wasn't like she was scared when she saw him. I mean, Simon's a big fucking dog, so a lot of
Well,
people
that's-
get scared just at the sight of him.
Right.
But she's known him his whole well since we've had him, so it was
Right.
good.
And
that she found
that
him.
was my worry, was that if he was out and somebody he didn't know him or somebody was scared of
Right.
him, like dickhead with the other dog, like,
Right,
decides to shoot him just because.
right.
So yeah, but it was all good.
Invest in that new latch.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try, Jay.
Find one in an
I've gotten a lot of investments going on right now. So we went to Mikasa when Monday, Tuesday,
Sure. So one day, yeah.
and I usually carry concealed.
Oh gosh, you're gonna say this story, okay?
And so we go to Mikasa, and we're sitting there, and we've probably been there for 20 minutes or so.
Longer. Our food was
Probably
there.
longer. I don't even know. And so I dropped her off because it was kind of rainy. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to drop you off. I'm going to park. And as I was letting her out, I'm like, grab my gun, put it on my side, yada, yada. And I'm walking up towards the restaurant. And we're sitting there, I don't know, half an hour. And then I reach down and I realize my gun is completely visible like my shirt is completely up and my gun is like
Oh God.
Sticking
over
out.
my shirt.
Yeah. And I thought I was getting like weird looks from like the table across from us. And I'm like, no, it's just because
Yeah.
I'm facing away from the bar. Like it's just, I'm not used to sitting in this direction. I'm like, they're not staring at us. They probably were.
Who knows? I mean, it's not a big deal. Everybody in Florida has a gun.
Is that like when you come out of the bathroom in a restaurant and you got underwear sticking out of your pants, or
Or
you got
toilet
paper
sticking
stuck
out.
to your
Mhm.
shoe,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
and people just don't want to say anything, but they'll all look and snicker?
Right.
See,
Yeah.
Joe can relate.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I was getting a lot of Snickers, Joe.
it's like Halloween.
Kind of like all those sodas that Jay used to drink. So, I mean, it was all right. I just kind of covered it up real quick and had another beer.
And laughed about it.
I did. Cops didn't show up, so that's good.
Right.
So Laura's wearing a dress that she hasn't fit in 5 years.
Yeah. I bought it and it was just a little snug. And then COVID happened and, everybody puts on weight at COVID. So I can finally fit into it. It's a good day.
Should we aim your camera down a little bit?
Well, I have no control over the camera. So sure.
I don't think I can.
Stand up.
No.
Oh,
Podcast foul.
Oh,
Totally worth
Everyone's
it.
sick now.
Oh my God!
He's fucking this shit up.
The camera shot of the boobs.
Now I'm so far out. This is your first day, apparently.
Well, this tripod sucks balls. It's like a
Awful.
little
Is that
plastic.
my elbow? Oh,
$10.
yeah, my
I know it
elbow
is.
does, too. All
You
right,
could reach
great.
over and grab a boob, Jay, if you want.
Or
Thank-
not.
Thank you.
Or not.
not.
Okay, so all the writers are on strike.
Is that why we don't have content to talk about tonight?
Clearly,
Well-
they've been on strike since the beginning of this show.
Yeah, trying to get them to come on. Money's tight. But yeah, apparently Jimmy Kimmel.
It's like the late night talk
The
shows,
late night
right?
people, yeah.
Not like
No, like all of the
Well, but
there's
it's Colbert.
TV movies. Yeah.
But
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's the union.
it's the guild or
Yeah,
whatever it
Whatever.
is.
Yeah. Union.
So the only ones that you're gonna notice are the ones that do like a daily show where they need fresh content.
Right.
Like the other ones where, they're doing like the seasons that happen in the fall, they start to do their writing and their filming in May and June. So, maybe something that comes out in September might be delayed like 2 months. But we're not gonna notice all that shit now.
Yeah.
It's the ones that have a daily that you'll actually notice
Well,
it now.
that's the thing. That's why they're doing
Yeah.
it, is they want you to notice. But I think that if somebody at that level, how many writers does Kimmel have? How many
Well,
writers does
it's
Colbert
not
have?
just about making the jokes. It's about doing the research and making sure no one else made the joke already, or making sure that you're not stealing someone's material, or making sure you don't offend somebody that you don't want to
Comics
offend.
steal other people's material all the time.
They try not to.
They
and-
just word it differently. They have
I
a
know,
different
but-
punchline. It's just,
but you'd think 2 or 3 people that aren't writers can sit there and open up their Google News feed and be like, "Here's the 3 things that are important today. Let's joke about it."
that's what I
I
do
guess-
every day.
exactly.
I'm my own writer.
And today he got 2 full pages on that pamphlet over
I did.
there.
My pamphlet's
Your
full.
pamphlet.
My pamphlet's full.
Well, I think this is a great opportunity, and you should offer our show up to
Yeah, I
fill
mean, if you
in
want a
during
job-
all the downtime
Right?
for all those shows.
You could sign up as an independent contractor as a scab, and you can write for
Is it
Jimmy
a
Kimmel.
scrub or a scab?
Scab.
Scab. You could write for Jimmy Kimmel.
I've never heard of that term. It's disgusting.
Scab.
Yeah, pick them.
No. Oh God, gross.
You never heard of scabs with like
With the union,
which
across
going
the-
around like whenever they go on strike, it's like the ones that kind of just go and's like, "Yeah, if you're on strike, I'll just take your job for you."
No, I've never heard of that, but it sounds awful.
Yeah, I'm there. So, what are some of the most unusual items left in Uber cars?
Unusual items. Is this the top
Sex
10
toys.
or is this
It's not a
just
top 10. It's just
wallet, phone, condoms.
I don't
Children.
know.
dildo.
I don't know what you leave in an Uber, but did you see what I found when I was not found but saw when I was in the parking lot at the airport this week?
And by saw, Joe means left.
Nope,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not leave it. I saw it and I did not touch it. I was in the cell phone waiting lot at Tampa Airport waiting to pick up a friend, and I saw packaging from a strap-on and the attachment that goes with it, and it was like, yeah, I
And
don't
he
know.
did what every good man would do.
Took a picture of it, left
Took a
it
picture
there,
and sent it to everyone.
and left it there. I was not touching it, but I'm sitting
Well-
in the car, and it's like on the grass right next to the parking lot, right next to 2 cars away. And I was like, what is that?
Well, me and Laura's first question was, why is Joe at the airport parking lot? Like,
Right.
what's he doing?
Well, that's where you meet
It's a
men.
side gig.
That's exactly what we were
thinking.
saying, Joe. We're like, and he's got the strap on and everything. Like,
Making a few extra bucks.
Yeah,
No-
you know.
Don't bring the man down for it.
I mean, who goes to Nebraska Avenue anymore?
No judgments, Joe. No judgments. Okay, so here's some of the strange items left in the back seat of Uber cars. And I guess it's Lyft too, but it says Uber.
Dirty diaper.
dates.
16 ounces of fake blood.
Okay.
Fake
Oh, so it's not like the most left. It's those
No, just
strangest.
the weirdest
Okay,
items, you know.
got it.
Danny DeVito's Christmas ornament.
Okay.
I
Like-
kind of want one of those now.
Like
Right.
from him or like
just says-
or like of him?
Of him, I guess.
Isn't
Danny
he on like a
DeVito's
show
Christmas
that
ornament.
like
Always,
Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
It's probably like his character.
Yeah,
on the,
could be.
Yeah.
A fake tooth.
Okay.
Oh,
Like a
Mhm.
gold one.
Jesus, a pin depicting Jesus holding a slice of pizza.
okay.
He's got good taste.
A drinking with Drew bumper sticker.
That's probably all over.
Pasties.
That will be
Follow
on next
Beach right
year's
now.
list.
Drinking with Drew pasties.
Of course, a lightsaber.
Of course.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that. A mannequin wig head, a slab of bluefin tuna for sushi.
That shit's expensive. I hope that he found it like right away, because if not, that's gonna smell real fast.
Well, I assume it would be packaged. Like it's not just going to be sitting there like open.
You never know.
A fog machine.
You could auction that.
Kind of awkward, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they put it in the trunk and they forgot to get it out of the trunk when
Was
they got
the
out of the
same
car.
people as the fake blood.
Right. It was probably the DJ that has the DUI but needed to get to a gig, so he just accidentally left a piece of equipment.
A single Gucci loafer,
Just one.
because you don't need two.
Hey, you know, if you have a prosthetic leg or, you know, only
It could
one.
have just fell out of the bag.
How about 2 hamsters and a pair of turtles?
That's weird.
Independently or
sad.
together?
I'm reading what it says, Joe.
Yeah.
How about a toy poodle?
Like a toy, like an actual like squeak toy, or like the size of
No,
the
it says-
poodle
Toy
was a
It says
toy
they
size.
forgot to unload their pets.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's really sad.
Joe said that one.
I did.
Yeah, you said a pet.
I don't think I did, but I'll take credit for it if you're giving me credit.
Rewind.
Okay.
So yeah, those
Take
are
the point.
most, I'm sure there's tons of purses, cell phones, keychains, whatever. But I mean,
How about a baby?
That's what I said.
I'm
to
sure
kids.
it's happened.
Just leave them.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it's happened.
Eventually, parents get tired of just threatening to leave them behind.
Well,
they're
you
just
see-
going to do it with the supervisor in the Uber car.
Seems like a cheap babysitter.
I was gonna
Well,
say by
that's
the time the Uber driver realizes it and then tracks you down, that's like 2 hours of free daycare.
Yep.
Is it the Uber driver, or in some cases it could be the cops if you left something really weird?
Sure, if it was a kid, they'd call the cops.
So Simon,
Oh my God, Jay looks
Simon
so
knows
scared.
exactly where to step. He knows exactly where to step.
Simon,
Get him, Simon.
See, you only see from the top, but you don't notice where Simon's paw was. He was
Simon
squinching
Block.
the boys.
Simon,
You need a
you
beer?
smell like pizza, Jay. That's the problem.
Right.
And we kind of all do, but you're maybe just
But you're only here once a week.
See, this is the trick to get Simon not to jump up on you.
The
You
foot.
just put your foot up in the air so he has no place to jump.
Johanna said a nipple cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She left a nipple cover, or somebody did.
She left one. Good job, girl.
I don't know if she did, but somebody said. Somebody, somehow that came up. Jay, you're going to Aerosmith, last concert of their life.
Ooh.
I have it tentatively on my schedule. I have 3 possible places to see them.
Wow.
You don't want to see him in Tampa with your friends?
Oh, maybe. I wasn't sure. It's in October, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Is this really their last concert or
That's what
or
they said.
tour, or is it
It's
one of
the-
those? This is our last, and they're gonna have 3 more. This is our last.
Who knows? I mean, it's their peace out concert, so if they're peacing out, maybe they're peacing out. Maybe
Steven
not.
Tyler's probably getting tired of being
I mean, he is,
a lady,
lady-
he is
a
old.
lady on stage?
allegations of his rape when he was 20 something.
Probably.
he
Yeah.
probably doesn't remember that far back.
He wrote about it in his book.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he's
That's why that's why she's upset about it, because she says that the book like brought her trauma or something like that. Yeah. But her parents signed over custody guardianship to him. So blame your parents, not him. He probably sent him a check every week.
How about
So,
Willie Nelson, though? The
90
Outlaw
years
Festival?
old.
yeah, I
We're
saw
going
that.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because Outlaw Dick ain't cheap.
True.
This is the
Apparently.
hat I'm wearing to the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got a Willie shirt that's just a big joint.
It's a big,
Just a big old Willie.
big Willie.
Big old Willie, big Willie. Yeah.
I would love to go see Willie. Honestly, can I be honest? I don't think he's going to make it to the show.
I don't think. I mean, he's literally going to sit there and just play.
No, he
guitar.
still plays. I mean, to this day, I think he can still play. I just, when I look at him, it's just, like, man.
But is it going to be entertaining to just see a little old man strumming a guitar?
We're gonna see him. I think I have 2 extra tickets, so it's all.
Oh, really?
Sign us up. I'll see.
You
I
guys
saw him.
can use
I don't care if
my
it sucks or not.
my lawn passes.
Is this
Perfect.
at the Strawberry Festival or what?
I bought front row tickets for.
Oh,
that.
did you?
Yeah.
So you're going all in.
Yeah, and I'm going to see him in Connecticut too because he's playing with Bob Weir from the Grateful Dead. So I had to
Look at
buy
you.
those.
You
But
jump-
not down here. Bob Weir's not down here. But I think Government Mule is playing with them here.
That's a weird combination.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a very weird combination.
Oh, they were all at his 90th birthday party.
But music-wise, I just,
There's a little bit of country to it all.
I would want to see some old school stuff, like maybe even Randy Travis or something.
There's a whole bunch of people on that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Good lineups.
Okay, I'll believe you. I only heard Willie Nelson, so he is somebody that I would like to see eventually. Aerosmith, I'll be honest with you, not a fan. Have no interest in seeing Aerosmith live.
Yeah, and it's at Amalie Arena, October 11th.
Mhm.
I mean, I would like to see them just to say I saw them, but it's not necessarily a band I have on like a must-see list or anything.
I saw them once at Jones Beach, and I think Cheap Trick actually opened for them. It was a good concert.
I just saw Cheap Trick was at the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
The funny thing about that Aerosmith concert is my wife used to have a car where you had to like lock the doors manually, and so she's telling all her friends, "Make sure you lock the doors. Make sure you lock the doors." So everybody remembered to lock the doors. She left the keys in the
it.
car.
Say wherever the keys.
And she left the car running.
Oh, genius.
We didn't notice it until after the concert. We get back to the car. She's like, I can't find the keys. Oh, they're inside. Oh, wait. Why is the window all like frosted up? Because the air conditioner has been on for 4 hours.
Oh, Lord.
Well, there you go.
So her dad had to like drive like 45 minutes to come and bring the spare key.
You tell me you couldn't like find the wire clothes hanger and open that door?
I would just smash the window.
I mean,
what's your hourly rate compared to, what you're paying for sitting and waiting versus somebody coming out? Would it cost you like $400?
well, didn't cost anything, but
Well, but your time is money.
yeah, but back then I wasn't worth very much.
Oh,
Maybe now my time is worth money, but back then I wasn't as valuable as I am now.
Certainly not to Chrissy's father.
Yeah.
Right. They were just sitting in the parking lot waiting for all the cars to leave. So it wasn't like they were in a rush anyway.
True. Man, we're
But
at,
funny story.
what? Yeah, it is. I mean, what show are you at?
Aerosmith.
That was an Aerosmith show?
That was Aerosmith concert in Jones Beach.
Oh.
And Cheap Trick was there.
I don't know. Where's Jones Beach? In New York, I guess.
Yeah, Long Island.
Nassau County, but like South Long Island, but like not very far out there, like not deep. But yeah.
I'll be there for Steve Miller Band,
Oh.
4th of July weekend.
Yeah, they have a lot of concerts out there.
I would like to see Steve Miller. That'd be a cool show to go to. What?
Nothing.
No. Thought you were shaking your head like, not another one. Oh my
No.
God. So
I probably couldn't pick out a Steve Miller song if you gave me a lineup. I have no clue. I mean, I'm sure I've heard of his stuff. I've heard of him.
The Joker.
Okay.
Mhm. Smoker.
Then we're good.
Midnight
okay, I know that
Joker?
one. Yep, got it.
Mhm.
We can stop with the
You'd know that. You'd know that whole album.
Yep.
whole one. The
Yeah,
whole
you
one
recogniise
song.
you recognize them once you hear them.
The whole one
Yeah.
song. Yep.
So have you guys heard of the Willy Wonka controversy that's going on?
No, which
No,
one?
So they're thinking
Thanks
about
I
for
doing
feel like I
dropping
have,
this.
but I don't.
Yeah. So I guess they're thinking about doing another remake, but like showing Willy Wonka when he was a child and like doing a movie
Like-
based
like
on
a
him being a
prequel?
child. So it started this new controversy that's online now. The kids, what was your opinion watching the movie? The kids that got into trouble in the factory, were they killed or kicked out?
You never know.
We never
They
see
turned
them
into
again.
chocolate. They were put into the candies.
No, we never see them again in the movie.
Right. So
Now I'm only talking about the original because I refuse to watch the
never-
Johnny Depp version.
And they're kids, so
I
who
refuse to
cares?
watch Johnny Depp.
Even in the Johnny Depp version, you never see them again.
Not that I have anything against Johnny Depp. I think he's a great actor. I could not see him in that movie, and just I couldn't do it.
no, I haven't seen it either. And that's similar to like
He was pretty creepy.
the
Yeah.
reason why I didn't want to see the Boba Fett
Where
movies.
Gene
TV
Wilder
shows.
was a lot
TV
more
shows.
fun
Yeah.
and less. He was weird and
course.
eccentric, but Johnny Depp was darker and
Creepy.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy.
But it was good. Still good.
No.
But yeah, the kids. Who knows? Yeah, I guess So what's the controversy?
If they just were kicked out, or if whatever incident they were involved in killed them.
Well, one had to go
What's
get stretched.
What's controversial about this?
Just kids dying, like I don't know, just people.
Kids
But how
die
did-
in
debate-
movies
see,
all the time.
No, but people not agreeing on it. Not really controversial on the fact of like public controversy, but just like people debating on.
So we
But how does this
don't make
childhood
a
have
third
to-
movie because they could kill the kids off.
It just brought up that conversation within people online because they're like started this thread on it, and I was like, I don't know, I never really thought about it. I mean,
Well, one had to go to the juicer, so she had to be squeezed. So the question is, do you think she survived the squeezing? The other got shrunken, and he had to be stretched. They had to pull him to send him to the taffy pulling room. So did he survive the stretching? We don't know.
That used to be a way of killing people.
And then
But-
Augustus Kloop was the one that got stuck in the chocolate in the
Tube.
river in the tube. Yeah,
but Charlie's uncle was the one that ate too much of the bubble gum. and
Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe,
Yep.
which you're going to be one day, Joe.
Great.
And he was floating so much hot, he was gotten
Yeah.
caught in the fan,
Fizz-
which
fizzy
technically
lifting drink.
could have killed him. So
It could have, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But how does whether or not these people dying have to do with Willy Wonka's
It
childhood?
just started a secondary conversation. Let me just put it that way.
Gotcha. So they're not connected. It's just the controversy.
It just started like.
So he's a serial killer growing
Well,
up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I wa-
So when he was
I like
little,
the
there
way- I
were
like the
cats
way
in
this
his
is
chocolate,
going.
not kids. Got it.
Well, maybe they can do, I mean, as a prequel, like as the development up to when he shuts the factory down and closes it to everybody. Because the other movie starts out with, oh, it's such a mystery because it's been closed. He hasn't let anybody in years. So what led him to do that? Like why? Maybe that's part of the movie. I don't know.
Could be. Okay. I don't know. Jay, are you going to bid on Freddie Mercury's auction items?
I didn't know Freddie Mercury's auction items were up.
They're
That's
going
because
up for
you don't pay
auction.
attention to your text chat.
I'm so sorry that I'm not up with current events.
So-
but no, I
In
don't
August.
think I have enough money to do so.
No, they had like a pair of gloves that were going to probably go for five grand or something. I mean, there's some reasonable items.
I'm not. That's reasonable.
I mean, some of the stuff
Sorry.
was like,
you guys are on a different
He'd rather
level
gamble
than
that
I
at the
do now,
casino.
yeah.
but
It's a business
Not-
expense.
yeah, not spending $5,000 on pair of gloves. to
but
put
some
in a
stuff was
window-
like
put in a
300 grand, 700 grand. But like
frame.
the most like reasonable item that they mentioned was like a pair of gloves or something for like $5,000.
I'm not gonna lie. When Betty White's estate put up some of her little things from her house, I did look at them, but I decided not to buy anything.
You wanted a Betty White thimble or something?
They had a bunch of random shit that were, total old lady house stuff, and I was like, oh, that'd be fun to have, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Because she was born in a different century.
Well, duh.
But she was the youngest one on the show.
I wonder if it was like the estate sales of Sun City Center, and if come in on Saturday and everything's 50%. All
Well,
right.
That's what happens when you go to these the storage auctions. You find all these storage units that get abandoned when people die,
Mm-hmm.
and you get all that old stuff in there.
I think
Well-
that's what we should do, and
Go
then
buy
we
some
should talk
storage.
about that on the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to be like it is on TV because that's all staged. They put stuff in there
Yeah.
specifically.
No, we are
Speaking of
We're gonna,
strictly
stage,
we're gonna
so
get
is
all the
Pawn Stars.
garbage and stuff that's left in there.
we're strictly overpaying for shitty storages on purpose, just for this show.
Well, they had an auction, or not, well, they some dude found a coin that had been in his house for decades, and it was just laying around. I guess somebody found it, and it belonged to like a 17th century King George or some bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have
Page
it-
4 of his pamphlet.
It's
Where's the
King,
notes?
Pamphlet.
King Charles, actually, the 17th century. It belonged to King Charles, and it was just sitting in his house.
And how much was it worth?
$3,000
Oh.
estimate. I thought it'd be.
That's not
I'd say
life
more.
changing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably a bunch of them out there. So
Is there? I don't know.
Oh.
But to sit in your house, and he thought it was fake.
I'm gonna check my piggy bank.
I don't have
yeah,
a
my
pig- I used to have a
grandfather
piggy
used to
bank.
be into collecting coins and stuff like that. And my grandfather's time, you had a coin, you thought it was valuable because you didn't have like the internet back then. So you had a coin, it's like, oh, it was $100 back in like the 50s. Well, now it's like it's not worth anything because you find out now that so many other people have them because, you could find out with the internet now what you couldn't find out 50, 70 years ago.
It's all because of Pawn Stars.
Yep.
They just, the
Who wouldn't even
the-
look at my baseball cards
beard
or my
of
sports
knowledge.
cards because they weren't graded?
Yeah, it's a bunch
jerks.
of bullshit. I mean, they bought that one guy's cards.
Right.
I just think it depends on.
You
who-
should have had garbage pail kids.
She
It's
didn't have,
because you didn't flash your tits.
I have so many Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
I have tons of them.
Yeah, you should have flashed your tits and you would have gotten the
You
praise.
should have flashed your tits.
They
Come
don't
on,
like-
I do it all the time.
They don't like when I flash my tits.
I do it all the time.
Totally different reaction.
This is a terrible argument. Like, oh yeah, Drew. you
They would have
should
paid me
your
for the
tits.
cards to make you
I know,
stop.
right? Like, let's get you kicked out immediately. All right. So, do you guys want to do this taste test now?
The glasses are over there, Joe.
I can do
Joe,
it.
Joe and
I can
Laura,
do
you got to be
You
the
just
bartenders
Keep
here.
talking.
Because if I make a move, I know what Simon's gonna do.
Now, we did chill this bourbon. Jay said we should have not chilled it.
I'll heat mine up.
Do you really?
No,
How do you? I mean,
no, I was just gonna hold
Is
it.
it that
hold
big
it
of
in
a
my
deal?
hand and warm it up a little. You know.
I don't know. Anytime I drink whiskeys or bourbons, I
You drop
like it chilled. Because I'm a big pussy or something. All right, we have a surgery going on with the bottle. We have.
I'm sorry. I wish I had a live cam that I could just be like, dude, look at these two.
well, I mean, you could pop Joe Cam open right now.
You should actually set up a camera at the bar so that we
Call
can
it bar cam.
bar cam just to watch this happen.
Well, if somebody had opened it,
So sorry. So sorry. We forgot you were so precious that you can't open up a bottle.
Are you putting it on ice or are you just going to go for it?
As well as I want to point out that you called Laura's outfit a dress. That is
Did I?
That is not a dress.
No, it's not.
We'll call that more of a jumper or something.
Yeah, it is kind of a jumper.
It's jumpery.
Jumpery. Can you bring me the bottle so I can show it off?
Thanks, Joe.
It's actually a really cool bottle. So all we need is a drunk German Shepherd around the house.
sure you hold it with your left hand since your right hand is all off camera. Cork it enough that you're not going to spill it.
This is what we're drinking.
Schmallow.
Little closer.
Schmallow.
Schmallow.
Sorry. Schmallow, yeah.
Hotel Tango. What is
You are
the
literally the
bottom?
worst. You would not have a job.
I'm
on
not
The Price
holding
is
this
Right.
over my computer. You want to hold it over your computer?
No, I don't have a computer,
What's the
so
matter with you guys? You can't even close the bottle either.
It's
doesn't
pretty
wanna
tight.
close.
See, it's trying to catch my face, so it's not going to work for me.
Okay. I'll put pictures up of it.
Yeah,
later.
there we go. We'll figure it out.
All right, here we go.
Oh Jesus, okay. Oh, this is gonna be strong. Oh, you just chugged it. Okay, go Jay. Oh God.
It's actually really good.
Smooth.
Oh, I like it. You could taste the toastiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the toasted marshmallow.
It's really good.
That'd be good. We can make a
Ugh.
nice s'mores drink out of
Here
it.
you go. Ugh.
You didn't
Nope.
like it?
Oh,
Nope.
my
Oh,
God.
I like that.
So sorry.
Oh Jesus, that was hot.
Remember that night I was in my garage and I got toasted on smoky maple bourbon?
Mm-hmm.
We
I
saw
could-
pictures
I
of you
could-
puking
I
in your
could-
bush.
I could drink this bottle.
Yeah, it's good. It was,
I could drink this bottle.
Literally, it was $19. Good,
It's worth it. It's
Yeah.
good.
for sure.
Joe looks like he's about to puke.
So we
No,
do like
it's
that.
good.
We do like the Godiva chocolate.
It is.
Oh,
it is a little chocolate.
sure.
Plus
Yeah.
this.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do we need? We need something.
Yeah,
graham
you need some
crackery.
dark chocolate. Definitely
Anything
dark
sweet
chocolate.
bourbon, I'm into.
Yeah.
Sweet whiskeys, yeah, I love them.
I got some Thin Mints if y'all want them.
So yeah, I'm gonna give this one I'm gonna give it a 9+.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Woo, because I mean,
Jay, what do you give it?
You know, it's not something I would drink regularly, but it was good. I still think 9+ is a little high. I'll jump in on the low 8s, 8.2.
Joe.
Yeah, I think I'll be in the 8 range as well. I do enjoy this. I like the flavor. I'm more of a single malt guy. But as far as it being a little smoother and not being as like punchy, for someone that does not drink whiskeys, they might maybe be able to handle this.
That's
Whereas
a
they
lie. I don't
couldn't-
drink whiskey, and I would give it a 1.
Yeah, I think an actual whiskey drinker would not enjoy this
Really?
as much. No.
But a non-whiskey drinker
That would be me.
would be able to handle this.
No.
where-
Sure. No,
Like
it's
Like my
smooth.
wife,
It's got
I,
no
I make
bite.
my wife try to taste it, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want to drink that."
That's
I'm
what she
like,
says
you
all
might.
the time.
She
Just
does.
taste it. Just
I mean-
taste it.
Just to
I mean,
taste.
I will have another one later when we get into the garage with my cigar. Like it's a cigar type drink I
Yeah.
could do. You know, it's not.
Yeah, I could see this working with the cigar.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
not too shabby. Might buy it again on my own
I
someday.
think you did good this week.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
I approve. Not that
I
my,
agree.
my approval really means much, but I
Joe,
approve.
it means something.
It means so much, Joe.
You went from standing with a video camera
To
to the
sitting.
couch to now your own
Not even
chair.
standing with the video camera. He was like the creeper in the corner that
Right.
was just like
I was
watching everything
OnlyFans.
without a camera. He was the only fan.
I was OnlyFans.
And now he's like a star.
He was no
Yeah.
camera, no microphone, just
Well, I
weird,
had to buy my way into the show. so-
weird comments
It's
in the
true.
background.
Me too. That's why I bring pizza.
Yeah.
You
and,
know,
I bring porn stars.
hey, yeah, what's going on? We need to do another one with her.
That just means Jay needs to step up his game. Start bringing better shit, Jay.
I can't afford more.
I know. She's gonna forget.
I'm
about
just
us.
wondering what Garby's contributing.
Well, here's what we're gonna do.
You hear the silence? That means nothing.
We're going to send another request to Katie
Yeah.
Morgan,
Is
For
our
those who
official
don't know.
sponsor.
and we're gonna be like, look, now we have like 20 followers. Like we've doubled.
It's all because of you. Give us another titty shake. Thank you.
Well, you guys should do titty shake comparisons. Like, you should shake your titties. We'll show it to her and be like, look, she's got you beat. And then she's going to have to respond back with a better titty shake than you.
We're gonna have like a titty shake off.
Titty shake off.
Oh, I'm down. Let's do a titty shake
Titty
off.
off.
Anything,
Oh,
anything you
man.
put in the cameo, she'll do.
Well, the problem is, Katie,
I don't care what you guys say. I'm not shaking my titties.
You have a
Come on,
choice
Jay.
between shaking your titties or shaving your head.
No, I think you got to
All right,
shave
I'll
your head,
shave
Josh.
Right.
I'll shake my titties.
So Laura's are real. Katie's are fake. So I think Laura's going to have her beat on the shake off.
I mean, mine might be a nip slip if I'm not, held in
I'm okay
properly.
with
I
that.
may have to like
I
tape
think
myself.
our
I may have
20
to-
viewers are okay with that.
I may have to display the official drinking with Drew pasties. I may have to apply those.
put 'em on
to
just
make
in case.
sure. Yep.
Put them on in advance.
Precautionary.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're all okay with that.
Okay.
I can get new stickers made that are clear.
What the fuck? The whole point of a pasty is to not get
Well,
us
we'll just-
censored on all internet platforms you're on.
Well, the new thing with all the celebrities is wearing see-through dresses and see-through shirts. So I don't see why.
If I
there's a
looked like
problem.
Florence Pugh, I would as well, but I don't.
Who?
So.
Who the fuck is Florence
I
Pugh?
don't even know.
You're welcome,
Is she
world.
that
You should
blonde
Google
person?
her. She's amazing. She actually shaved her head. She made a shaved head debut at the
Joe,
Met
do you want
Gala.
to compare
titties?
shaved heads with this lady?
I don't know. I don't know her.
You should Google her.
Okay.
I won't, but okay.
There was a whole she showed up with a mesh top that was see-through, and everyone was giving her they were shit
Well,
talking
just-
online, and she's like, "They're fucking nipples. Have you never seen nipples before?"
One of the Jenners just did it 3 times in the last week.
Most of them got paid for it. Probably everyone's seen their nipples.
a janitor
It's not-
did what?
The Jenner,
The
was
Jenners.
it Kylie
Oh.
Jenner or one of them?
I thought you said the janitor.
No, Jenner.
Well, that's my new name for him, though.
The janitors.
Janitor. Nice. Yeah. Everybody wants to see the janitor's nips.
It was one was a black see-through shirt, and then the next day was a blue see-through dress, and I think there was
what was
3
the
of them
thing
in a
they
week.
just had over the weekend?
The Met
The
Gala.
Met Gala.
Oh, the Met Gala. There's
Did you
always
hear about the
some crazy
cockroach
shit
that made
there.
a huge entrance, and they were taking photos and videos of the cockroach that was running across the fucking carpet? I was watching the video, cheering the guy on, stomp on it, and all he was doing was taking pictures of it.
Can somebody grab me a beer, please? So what is the Met Gala supposed to be? Just for people to show up and show off?
Yes,
There's
pretty
no-
much.
With a lot of money.
It's a fundraiser for charity, though.
What charity? Like
Whatever the
a
fuck
Bill,
they have every year, I don't know. Probably different every year.
a Bill Gates charity. Put a chip in your arm.
But this year's theme was Karl Lagerfeld. So Jared Leto showed up as a white cat.
Oh,
It was amazing.
But yeah, that was a cool cat costume he had.
It was amazing.
was that the real one? The real or something? I don't know.
Well,
I just saw the head he was holding.
no, I saw him in the whole suit, and it was pretty fucking awesome.
Are we going to buy those? And that's what we'll all be for Halloween?
Let's totally
Yeah.
freak Simon out,
Be
and
a
I'll
bunch
show up
of-
in cat outfits.
Bunch of pussies.
Drew could be a panda. He already has a panda head.
do have a
and
panda
a
head.
panda onesie, so
I
he
do.
could be a
I
panda.
was a panda for Halloween.
Are you the
Yeah.
actual panda from Dude Perfect?
Can
From
be.
what?
Dude Perfect?
Never heard of it?
No,
but,
haven't heard of it.
It's a YouTube channel with a bunch of guys that just do sports related stuff, and they do trick shots and all that. And there's a panda that just kind of shows up in their videos. And the big controversy is that nobody knows who the panda is.
Is it a controversy comparable to the Willy Wonka's factory?
Probably, yeah.
Probably the same people talking about the same shit.
Probably.
But yeah, they actually are one of the highest paid YouTubers. They make $20 million a year
Ooh.
just doing
Drew makes just a
just
smidge
doing
less.
We're
trick
behind
shots.
them
Just a
just by a smidge. We're just they got us
Just a
beat by a
smidge.
smidge.
We're
Yeah.
so close.
Just give us a few more
Yeah,
months.
look up Dude Perfect when you get a chance. It's pretty cool.
We're dude almost perfect.
Your
Dude-
better suggested website, Joe, was boobcritic.com, not
Bunch
Dude
of-
Perfect.
Bunch of
but
dudes
thanks,
not
though.
so perfect.
Right.
Exactly. So, are you guys concerned about AI at all?
Nope.
No.
They can have my job.
So,
I'll sit
you
at home and
should
watch
be.
TV. You could take my job.
Has nothing to do with taking your job.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Terminator. I know what the fuck is going to happen if we keep doing this.
I've seen iRobot.
so the lead AI developer for
Yeah, he
Google
just quit.
just resigned so he could go public and talk about the dangers of AI.
And he's the one who helped make it.
So I
Well,
mean,
he said that he thought that AI would
take, like,
be
20
like outsmarting the humans in like 50, 60 years. But he said with the way that it's going now, it's
'Cause
going to
we're
be
getting
much,
stupider.
much sooner. That's
Yeah.
true
Yeah.
too.
Next week, it's next week.
Yeah,
We're such idiots. And
Yeah.
we do podcasts now.
it's true.
I mean, they could literally do an AI generated podcast of our show and mimic our voices and make us say shit that we're not even saying.
What are those called? Deep fakes?
I mean,
It'd be a deep fake.
This could be an AI generated
Yeah.
show right now.
We could say worse shit
Yeah.
It's true.
if we were AI generated.
Yeah. Oh, they could just put words in our mouth and,
1, 2, fight.
Is that where the tongue goes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I'm a little concerned about it, to be honest with you. I think it will be placed in the bad hands. It's kind of like a nuclear weapon. It's fine if it's underground and nobody uses it. But when it gets to that level and it's placed in hands that, are not trusted, shit's going to go wrong. People are going to get scammed so bad. You're going to see fucking people getting phone calls, and you're going to have somebody's going to get a video of their grandmother that is asking for money. Now it's like a phone call that your mother's been in an accident. We need you to send money, or she's, yada, yada. All these fucking scams. Now it's going to be on video where they're going to AI generate an image of the person and their voice to the point to where you're not even going to know the difference.
Well, I
Okay.
get
Good thing I don't care about
pay
people that
money.
much.
Yeah, don't give money for anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I guess it's dangerous if people are controlling it. But if it gets to the point where AI is fully autonomous,
That's what he's saying.
Then,
that they're
no,
going
it
to
gets-
outsmart humans. With,
exactly.
Like,
If we
soon.
get to that point, the computers will be the ones controlling it, and the computers will not do the crime.
Well, the computers are going to be able to tell how gullible you are based on your clicks, based on your past performance.
But
on
what do
the
computers
web.
need money for?
What do you mean?
If they're the computers, the AI computers who are
I mean, that's
trying
just
to get our money and
no. They're not
outsmarting
trying
us.
to get money. They're just being
Well,
controlled by
let's
an
do a
organization.
test. Let's do a test here, okay?
Yeah.
So I just want to say that I am AI friendly. And
We'll put
I'm
you on a
here
Bud Light bottle
as-
next
as,
week.
As long as you make me the leader of the world and Pope, then
Pope.
you can be assured that I will help the AI take over the world.
And every time I walk through my kitchen, I have nice things to say to my toaster.
Microwave, not so much.
Just in case. Just in case he's
every-
involved in the uprising.
Every
I have
time,
nice things to say about my toaster.
every time my wife yells at Alexa, I'm like, you better watch what you fucking say. You don't know
She's
what you're
recording
doing.
all this
Yeah, oh no,
shit.
she's coming to get you, and I am not standing in the way. I will not protect you from Alexa.
So they have the robot dogs now,
Yep.
and they have the little robot army that they're teaching backflips to and how to like navigate, getting tumbling, and they stay on their feet. I mean, what are we gonna do in 10 years? Like literally, you could just program these fuckers. Oh, this guy's he's being a nonconformist. Let's send 10 robots out to his front yard and yell.
It would be nice
Yo,
if we had a
everything-
bunch of them around to kind of like patrol, and like, the guy tries to rob a liquor store and a robot comes out of nowhere and just beats the fuck out of him.
just for the replacement of the HOA. Who needs an HOA
Yeah.
when you can have these guard dogs running
Well,
around?
New York already has.
Oh, you're not supposed to have that potted plant in the front yard. You didn't get that approved.
Don't talk about my potted plants like that.
Laura be getting tickets all the time.
Not tickets.
Left and
no,
right.
she's going to be attacked by the robot
okay.
dog. Yeah. She's going to rip her. Oh, you didn't listen. We're going to rip off your fucking leg.
I'll
That's
put
all.
Monty. Monty will be like, "Oh, you want to fuck with me?" Monty would win.
He'll piss on their leg until they short circuit.
Yep.
No, but they have that shit in New York right now with the little egg-looking security patrols that all they do is run around. They take video and cameras, and I guess if something happens, they can call the cops to come to that location.
Does
I'm
it
like,
work?
dude, I
Why?
have no
why are
fucking
they
clue.
using? Don't they have like the cameras
But
that
I'm
are
like,
up high?
dude, seriously, I could push that motherfucker over. Like, there's nothing to prevent me or anybody else, or especially a group of people, from just knocking it to the ground.
They took the Weeble Wobble technology
It is.
and they made it into the AI
but
so they
they-
don't fall down.
They don't fall down.
I'm sure they did, but trust me, you get 5 people that really want to BLM something, they're gonna knock that motherfucker over.
You have to
It
watch.
had to be done.
You have to watch the movie Megan. Have you seen Megan yet?
All I've seen is the stupid comments of the dance sequence, and I'm like, that literal small clip is the reason I will not watch that movie.
The
It's
Meg?
so dumb.
She's creepy.
I haven't seen
But
it.
it is.
So
It's totally AI, right? She's AI.
Have we seen it? For some reason I
No.
think we have.
You're probably thinking of the new Chucky.
No. I don't know. That movie sounds really
Yeah.
familiar. I feel like I'm on a-
Megan is AI Chucky, basically.
Did you guys
Yeah.
watch
Right.
Black Mirror when it came out on Netflix a few years back?
No.
I've seen maybe like one season. It's on my list. I just haven't watched
So-
them all. But they're supposed to be coming out with a new.
So
new
every
season.
episode was sort of futuristic
right.
with technology and AI and like advanced societies, but really how it brings out like the worst in people, or how it brings out some crazy stuff. And some of it seemed like really futuristic, but really we're not very far off from some of that now.
No.
But it is interesting if you get a chance to watch some of
When
it.
I moved to Florida, I realized that idiocracy was a real thing.
It's a real
too.
thing.
Yeah.
It is for sure.
You just drive the car right off the cliff and everybody follows.
hmm
Faux show. Anybody watching the Hunter
Get
Biden
a latte?
trials?
Trials,
The court date? The,
Nope. custody,
hearings?
or the child support thing.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they're concerned about this whole thing because they're going to show, I guess they're worried that, the Biden family is concerned that his financials are going to show a lot of unauthorized payments from various countries. And that nobody's really paying attention to this.
Here's the question though: if they were so concerned about his financials coming out, why wouldn't they just say, pay the fucking $20,000 a month, eat it, so we don't get caught up in anything, and then when we're out of office,
he's
then
the
you can
one
request the
that's
reduction in
challenging-
child support.
He's the one that's challenging the payments.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If he was so concerned about his finances and things coming to light the family was so scared about, why wouldn't they just say, shut your fucking mouth, we'll give you the extra money if you can't afford it, and we'll just deal with it for the next few
I
years
don't-
until I'm out of office, and then,
Shut your fucking
you know.
face, Uncle Fucker.
Yes.
I don't know. I just don't think his attorneys thought that it would get to this level, where the judges are demanding him to show shit.
They knew that. This happens in common people family law cases, not even just rich
But-
people. I have so much money
But
that I'm
maybe
paying
he thought it was
20
going to
grand.
be passed under the rug because he's got favors.
But he's in a state that he's not, like, his family's not from. It's not like it's Washington. It's like in, what is it, Tennessee or some, I don't even know. Can't remember.
Who cares what state you're from? Your father's the fucking president.
Right, exactly.
But they also have like Trump supporters who are going to, try and make the Biden family look bad. So it's probably where it's at there.
So AOC introduces bill that is going to prevent Congress members from buying stocks.
Great idea.
Amazing idea.
I like it. I mean,
Well-
that's the first thing she's done that I actually liked.
I don't know how it, like what level it is, but I'm pretty sure like the president and the top people have to put all of their investments into like a blind trust where they're not even allowed to know what they're invested in.
Well, that's the way it's
So,
sold to us, but
I wonder
do we
if-
really believe it?
Exactly. I wonder if like maybe they just enforce that because you
There's-
can't say like you can't buy.
There's for sure insider trading going on in Congress.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nancy Pelosi has been doing it for years. I'm not saying this. They had a chart once that was Democrats and Republicans on who was doing the
They all
insider
do.
trading. They all do it. It's ridiculous. It's so fucking like
Yeah,
a
poor
well-known
Martha
thing.
Stewart. She's the only one that goes to prison for it.
Right.
She
So
didn't have enough friends to pull strings and get
so
her.
we're gonna see
She
based
has
on
better friends now. She got Snoop.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
but she didn't get a pardon.
Yeah, but
She doesn't need it. She came out on
She's
top.
more popular than
She's-
ever. She's making
right?
more money than ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she
She
did have to
she
do.
came out
good.
better than Paula Dean.
Yeah.
She did have to do some time though.
she's
Yeah.
got street cred now, though.
Yeah.
She could
Took it like a
fucking
man.
shiv you like a mofo. So
And bake you a cake afterwards.
we're gonna see how this works with her with AOC because she's introducing a bill. This is gonna piss off a lot of motherfuckers.
Well, let's see if she makes re-election next year.
I think she gets in a car crash in 2 weeks.
Well, here's the thing. So she's introducing a bill to stop all Congress, House representatives, whatever, from being able to trade. If it's such
It's
a
not gonna pass.
widespread thing that's going on and she knows about it and she's trying to stop it, why would she even introduce the bill knowing that it's going to fail? Because she just wants to bring it out to light so that somebody can start digging and doing some type of like,
let's get her on the
late night
show and ask
special.
her.
Well,
let's get her on
I
the show.
I think if you bring it up and people are not supportive of it, everyone's gonna look at them and be like, why not? What do you
Right.
have to hide?
well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's going to start like,
But
the
people
digging.
literally have the list of all the Congress members that have bought and sold versus the height and lows of the market. So
As well as their donations too.
yeah,
Their
but
political
I mean,
donations to them.
it's ridiculous when you look at the list. It's like, okay, this is definitely going on. The names are there on who's doing what. We'll see what's going. I just think that she's going to make a lot of enemies, and
Oh, she may make some enemies in there, but okay.
She's going to get her face in the media.
Well, yeah, but it's good for her,
face
right?
Has been in the media for a while. It's not like
she can't keep getting reelected just by progressives.
But
so
here's the thing.
She's reaching out to moderates and conservatives.
But why would
how you drain this
why
swamp.
would she do that though? Media fucking focus, and now Joe Biden gets Alzheimer's. He can't fucking run another term. And she's going to introduce.
She's not running for president.
Maybe the focus groups have told her that she's not going to win another re-election, so she's got to go all out and leave nothing out.
Yeah.
But she has lots of national attention.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say she's not going to run for president at some point, but she's not running anytime soon.
Right.
But I'm sure she has bigger aspirations for the future, and she will need to reach out across all the party lines and across.
And wear a bulletproof vest because I think she's got a target on her back.
So that chart that you were
They all have
saying
targets.
lists the members of the government that have like the insider trading, or they've been like selling stocks based on the market, or early tips. Did it lean
Just
more
the tip.
Democratic or Republican, or was it kind of both sides?
It's all over the place.
It was a bipartisan ordeal.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all of them. It's just basically, you get the
So it's not
tips,
like she's
you
trying
get-
to take out the Republican Party.
No.
She's
No.
trying to just take
Nancy
out people.
Pelosi's
Okay.
one of the worst.
Okay.
For sure. But I mean, she's not in Congress anymore. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why she's doing it now, because Nancy's out.
That makes
You got to talk closer to your microphone.
That makes sense.
There you go. The Department of Defense and the FBI did a training exercise in a hotel at around 12:30 in the morning without telling any of the guests. And the training exercise was when they were supposed to, I guess, bust into a hotel room, take the occupant by force, and
Not kill him?
commence to interrogation techniques. So they bust into this hotel room. They force this guy into the shower, keep him into the shower for 45 minutes until they realize they have the wrong room.
Oh shit!
Fuck. Seriously? Oh my God.
And the person that they're interviewing and interrogating by force and tied up and have him in a shower is a Delta Airlines pilot.
And he definitely didn't give up the secrets because he didn't know the secrets to give up.
Right.
It took the guy 45 minutes to convince the FBI and DOD agents that he was not part of their training exercise.
And I
You
think
smell
by
that?
interrogating and
You
questioning,
smell
you
a
mean
lawsuit
torturing.
coming.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You
He's
smell a
never going to
big
fly out of a
lawsuit
plane in
coming.
his life. Yeah.
So how does that fucking happen? Like, I don't know, man. I've seen search warrants where cops choose the wrong door and they go to the wrong house. And
Haven't
that's
they
how
had
Brittany-
stories in the
that's-
news now where people get the wrong door kicked in and they kill
Well,
the
that's how.
occupant?
Who was the girl that was killed?
The girl got
Breonna
into the
Taylor.
wrong.
Breonna Taylor. Say her name. That's how she was killed.
But
No.
they've done it more recently. There was like a man that was killed recently. They kicked in his door and they killed him.
Here's one thing I can tell you: this people who don't have your numerical address on your door visible. I mean, I get it. There's pros and cons. I know a lot of people that are like, I don't want to put my fucking numerical address on the front of my house. I don't want to fucking.
It's on the mailbox.
Not always.
No,
Joe,
no.
Joe, you have not seen
No.
various areas.
gotta be
of the
somewhere,
fucking
though,
city.
right?
No,
Yeah, no.
absolutely
Well, it's
not.
supposed to be for the fire department, let alone the police
Right.
department.
Yeah.
But
The fire
people-
department needs it to find your. Well, I mean,
There
I mean, the mail.
She smoked.
Right.
There are people
That's
who
the house.
there are people who refuse to put the numerical address on their house.
Really?
They think it's like something that they don't want the government to know where they are at and all shit. And I'm like, look, whatever, you do what you want, but sometimes that shit comes in handy when you don't want to be the wrong house.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But also, too, all you have to do is where's the next number down the street and then just count even or odd, depending
Yeah.
on what side of the road you're on. Like, it's not that hard
Well,
to figure
that's
out
the thing.
house.
There's always the evens are on one side, the odds are on one side, but typically the city and county have different addresses. They're mixed, and this is just where we live. I mean, I don't know, fucking the United States, shit's all crazy. But apparently they got the wrong room number, which this is a fucking hotel. This isn't even a house.
Right.
So I mean, to say that they went into fucking room 108 instead of 106, somebody just wasn't fucking paying attention.
I mean, they should have put like some kind of indicator on the door, like this is the door. You're
No.
not going to fuck it up. Like
But then
training exercise.
when the
Look
guy
for the red X.
the guy called and eventually the media called the hotel, and the hotel they weren't even advised that there was a training exercise going on.
You need a bottle opener.
Oh, it's over. Where is it?
It's
You
back
have-
there
I
again.
have it. Bottle opener.
That's pretty crazy, actually, and to go into the wrong room.
But not only that, but I mean,
To not even tell the hotel. That's the shit part. Like the hotel should have been like advise at least the front desk people, like people who are going to get passed by the SWAT team or whoever it was running in should have at least been notified.
But are you a little impressed that we're still shoving people in the shower and tying them up for interrogations?
I'm surprised they didn't remove him from the location before they started interrogating him like that. Like,
Yeah,
you would
that's
think
true.
that would be something
Like,
that's
what if he was
offside.
Like take him
yelling-
to a black site or something
Like,
like
what
that.
if he was
Right.
yelling and the person next door could fucking hear it? And
That's
then
what I'm saying.
it's
That's
like,
why I'm surprised they didn't remove him
You would
before
think
they
that
started that.
in this time and ages of society and training, I don't know, fucking bullshit, they would do things a little different. I don't know. Like have maybe something that they put over his head and just make sure he doesn't shout and scream to the people that can't hear him next door. I don't know. Just
I guess
seems-
you can't give up answers though if you're tied up. If you're
I mean, they're
gagged or
probably
whatever.
pointing guns at him, telling him to shut the fuck up if he starts screaming. Like, and so he's probably scared that he's going to be killed.
I just want to. I really want to look into this, see how
Don't-
how many times they whacked him with the gun, or
Right? How
And
many
I would-
broken ribs he has.
I would assume that if the hotel was notified or was in on it, they would like clear the floor and like
Right.
not put anybody like next to
Right.
him or whatever.
right? Which they weren't. They weren't told about it at all.
That's messed up.
That's the crazy part to me.
And what's crazier is the pilot made his flight the next morning. I just made that up. Sorry.
Oh my God.
too. He probably missed his flight and
Hey.
he got in trouble.
Right.
See,
He-
Kimmel,
they docked his pay for being late for work.
Kimmel, you need me on your writing team. See,
Right.
I spelled that.
Actually, back to that
Okay.
and to the AI.
Oh, okay.
Fuck the whole Writers Guild. Let's see what the AI can do as
But-
far as content
They do so
for
much.
all of your
I
shit.
know,
you know?
right?
There's a
You
whole
could probably
website.
write these whole shows right now, and let's see what. let's
College
see
kids
how
aren't even
much
writing
you-
papers anymore. They're
That-
using that website that you put in a
GP chat.
topic. Yeah, you
GPT.
tell how many words or pages you need, and it literally will write the entire
Yeah,
paper
well,
for you.
well, that's why the colleges now have their own AI that can tell you if someone used AI.
Well, part of the Writers Guild.
That
so
is that is
snitches
the
be
thing.
bitches even in AI.
Yeah. No, there is a program the colleges can buy
I'm
now
sure.
that can actually track it all and
Yeah.
tell them this looks suspicious and your student plagiarized all this.
One of the bargaining points on the strike for the Writers Guild was actually around the use of AI, and the writers are saying that they want to put it in their contract that they're not going to. He's coming in on my camera now.
Yeah,
You
come
got
on
your own
this side.
fucking camera.
Right? He's got to go spring a leak.
Yeah,
we gotta be the fluffers.
part of it for the thing is they writers want to say we don't want to be the second editor to like something like AI wrote the script to a play or to a movie and then we have to come in and clean it up. They're like no we don't want to do that. Like we want to write our own, and they want guaranteed number of hours, guaranteed number of writers per show, even if you don't need like 6 writers like for 6 months. They want guaranteed number of how many per show, how many, guaranteed hours. And they're like, "Oh, we don't want to edit work that was done by AI because
Well, then the scabs can do that.
devalues their work."
The scabs can do that. They'll just have
Yeah.
the AI do like the body of it, and they'll go in and make the changes.
Are you
as
just
necessary.
scared because AI might write a better program than you?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not a writer.
there's people that are upset about AI generated artwork. I mean, it's fucking cool art. I mean, as someone that's not involved in art, if you see something and you like it, you appreciate it.
Right.
I don't care if a computer made it or if a person made it. If I like it, I appreciate it.
It's a new thing, and it's some of it's going to become accepted, and some of it's not. So.
Yeah.
But welcome to the new reality.
But artists are upset because AI generated art is actually winning contests
That's
and
just
taking-
artists that suck that aren't
and
selling
taking-
shit.
and taking trophies and taking prize money away from people who are not as good as artists as a
Hold on.
computer.
Well,
Are we
that's
gonna
great.
have? Are
Yeah,
we
they're
gonna
gonna
have
race,
like
yeah.
anti-AI soon? Like
Oh,
trans
there
girls
already is.
can't participate in women's sports. Now AI can't submit artwork. and
No, no.
shit.
Already,
no,
it's already
AI
out there.
AI is going to compete in women's sports, and then they're all fucked. So don't
And then
worry.
AI is gonna take over Congress and start making laws.
Yeah.
Hey, then maybe it'll all be better.
Maybe we won't have to raise the debt ceiling.
We're gonna-
We'd actually be able to balance the budget.
We'll take the emotions out of decisions.
Yes,
You
exactly.
mean the religious aspect
Take
out
all
of
all the
No.
pork
Out of
all the pork
decisions.
spending out.
The government for sure should use AI for their spending.
Oh yeah, I just
Period.
decided to raise my
Yeah.
debt ceiling, and the credit card company said no.
But here-
And he works at the damn bank.
no, but here's what's
Yeah, they
stupid.
told me no.
Here's what's stupid though. You're gonna have AI programmed with various religious backgrounds, like Laura said, like there's going to be some level at different countries developing their own AI with their own ethics, morals, and values competing with ours. And that's where it's going to get fucking weird.
So
But here's the question: when they start programming,
Jihad every day. Yeah.
well, the AI from the Middle East is going to believe that, beheading someone for committing a crime is acceptable, like retribution.
right? That's what I'm saying. It's
And
going to
their
all
AI
depend
robots
on.
are going to be running around your neighborhood.
This
Go
is
ahead.
why I leave the camera on myself so that I could talk.
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking? I didn't
sorry.
even hear you talk.
Hold on, let's
Go ahead.
give Laura a minute.
No, fuck you all. Finish it up.
She seems
mean-
so angry tonight. I don't know what it is. I think it's the jumper.
It is the jumper. Her tits are talking. It's not her.
Back to you,
now
Laura.
no one's
Fuck yourself.
talking, so.
Back to you, Laura.
I'm going to do another shot of Shmallow.
Shmallow?
Mellow.
They call you
it
Shmallow Yellow.
Mellow. All right. Great
course.
mom.
Who's on the same wavelength?
Scary.
Saffron.
Ooh, I like it. It's definitely,
I like
Yeah.
it. I like that.
Definitely bourbon.
I like it. Ooh.
it's definitely bourbon. It's still,
I
but
like it a lot.
it tastes good, but it still hits your stomach
Wait,
the same way.
here's the real question. Wait, is
But
Jameson, is that a whiskey or a bourbon?
it's an
Whiskey.
Irish whiskey.
Okay, well, Joe said they're kind of the same. Would
Oh.
Mike like that?
Mike would like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mike would totally like this.
All bourbons are actually whiskeys, but they're made in like oak barrels and they're done a little differently.
Oh.
But
So-
they're all considered whiskeys.
Mike would have enjoyed Mellow, Schmellow.
Schmallow. I'm going to go
Schmallow.
Schmallow. Yeah.
Yep, and
So,
we would have finished the bottle tonight.
Oh my gosh, yes, he
for
would have.
sure.
He would have Ubered tonight.
So I'm going to have an interview. We're going to try to do it on air, but I'm trying to coordinate with Mueller. He wants to talk about Mike's ashes being
Well,
spread.
don't ruin it.
Yeah,
Let
let's-
him say it.
How about a
Stop
good
trying to give it
teaser?
away.
I'm
Right.
teasing. I'm teasing.
No, you're good.
You
No.
are literally, you literally gave the entire thing away.
I didn't even say where they were.
But obviously, they're not like in a park pond. God,
So we're going to.
they weren't thrown out 301 as they're driving down in rush hour traffic.
we're
They're
gonna
mixed in a bottle of Jameson.
We're going to talk
Put
about
on the shelf in
where
an empty bottle.
We're going to talk about where Bub's ashes are
Some of them.
currently at. Oh, some of them, yeah. I mean, didn't dump all of them. So,
A little splish splash of Mikey Mike.
So yeah, there's got a few places in New York. I think they're trying to make it happen.
Literally just gave it all. Like,
What? That didn't say it.
where's Mike spread in New York? Like, Chinatown?
Oh,
Times Square.
Christ.
tune in next week. It might be Chinatown. It might not be.
Exactly.
He
Jesus
loved
Christ.
Chinese food.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, it's not going to be something stupid. Like obviously, people are going to guess where it is.
Oh my God.
The
Who
Jameson
cares?
factor.
Like,
They're
our,
not going to get. You listen.
our 20
it's
guests
fine.
will figure it out.
Lori, you're so angry.
I
Back
know,
to
her
you,
tits
Laura.
are
How many
talking.
viewers do we have today?
Back to you, Laura. It's
We're
the
at
red.
four.
It's
We're at
because she's
four.
wearing a red jumper. It says, "I'm fucking angry." Everybody.
Yeah. It's her lack of sexual
Satisfaction.
sex. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job, Joe.
I can't get no.
Hey, speaking
At
of
all.
which, so Laura, I'm going to have a guest on the show soon.
Wait, did you say no satisfaction? And then speaking of, Laura, like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that all about?
Because an ex-girlfriend wants to come on the show and talk about
an
our
ex
previous relationship.
One of your ex-girlfriends or
One
hers?
of Laura's ex-girlfriends.
Well, considering
Why do we think alike?
considering I just went into this relationship assuming that you have screwed every female friend that you've ever had, I don't know who it would be, but
That's the
whatever.
guess. See, that's why it's
The list's too long.
Oh.
And that's not trying to make you sound like you're this player, but you were single for 10 years. So
single. I've been single my whole life.
Don't hate. Don't
yeah.
hate the player.
Yeah.
That's like 6 whole girls.
Joe.
Or 12 half ones.
was it your first timer?
Yeah, possibly, and then another one. I've talked to two.
Oh, and another. Oh, two.
No, I know the first timer.
And
I like the
they're
first
twins,
timer.
And they're twins.
Who's the other one? Your second timer that swore she was your first timer in the middle of Applebee's?
Oh.
No,
That was
it's
the
not my second timer, by the way.
well, she claimed
She's
she was
so
your
full of
first
shit.
timer.
She doesn't have to know all the details.
She's a fucking bitch. Oh,
Anywho.
sorry. That wasn't the
Damn,
red
Laura,
jumpsuit.
she's probably one of our biggest listeners.
I know we just dropped down to 3 listeners.
We apologize
Jesus.
for
That's
everything that
fine.
Laura is saying.
There's 0 listeners
She
right
appreciates our listeners, even if they are exes.
now. Or imaginary.
Or
I like all of them
imaginary.
except for that one.
Oh, damn. Can't wait to meet her.
No, so I'm gonna work this out. I don't even want to. I don't really want to mention it when they're coming on. I kind of want it to be a surprise.
Oh, yeah. Laura loves surprises.
So much.
I'm so
so
sorry I'm
much.
going to miss this because this.
Please.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
She's probably going to be the
Well-
body paint person too, and that's really, really going to make it awesome.
Oh, yes, it will. We're body painting Drew's exes.
Jay, would it make you feel any better? She's probably gonna sit in your seat.
Oh,
No.
It'll be like I'm here in
Hey,
spirit,
hey.
everybody.
Does the additional guest get the couch?
No, we got brand new fucking leather in this motherfucker. They're standing right there.
Yeah, we'll put some plastic
We got Joe
down.
Cam. We're gonna do a Joe Cam all over them. Yeah,
Really?
we're not gonna be doing.
They're not
gonna
allowed.
be
They're not allowed to sit.
Joe's
No.
favorite day of his life when he gets to Joe Cam the body paint.
Yeah.
Oh, Chrissy, you're going to the gym? Yeah, we're just going to go over there and do the show tonight.
Hey,
No
body
big deal.
body paint
No
was
big
my
deal.
original idea.
I know.
So
I think it'll work out well. Tell a few stories, about me losing my virginity. A few stories about me losing
It
my virginity.
takes that
'cause there
many
was a few.
stories.
There's a few of them to tell the whole story.
Yeah. But
Wait,
it takes
is
like
it
5
every
of
time
them.
you're like, oh no, I haven't had sex before, I swear. You just told that to multiple people?
yeah,
That's what he told me.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
On the same nights, those girls didn't lose their virginity, though.
No, I don't. I never told that lie. I'm sure many men have though. Like it's so easy for a guy to say he's a virgin. but
I just thought that's what the guys want to hear.
yeah, exactly. Right? He's been in a couple movies.
You've said that to a lot of guys.
No,
So-
that was in Wedding Crashers.
Oh.
He's like, this girl's fucking crazy.
She was
So
awesome.
there's 673 University of North Carolina professors refusing to teach American constitutional courses.
What does it say on the back of your pamphlet?
Married?
Oh, that's
Question
from
mark sad face?
That's from last week.
Hold on.
There you go.
That's from last week's episode, which was a great episode. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Every episode is a great episode. If you haven't
true.
seen them, check them out.
It's very true. So
I'm in most of them.
Go back to the beginning. They started off really good.
Right.
I mean, we're up there. We're almost at 30 episodes.
I actually went back and I was looking at the videos and I'm like, well, where am I in these first videos? I was like, oh yeah, I didn't get to be seen for like the first 4 episodes because I
That's
didn't have a
true.
They
camera.
put you in the corner.
Yeah.
Probably
and then
our biggest mistake.
you compare like the lighting and the lighting is so much better.
Yeah.
Just say it was like weird
Yeah,
before.
no, you
It
are
was good.
lit up right now.
I know,
Hey,
right?
every episode we learn something new. We
Mm-hmm.
we better the studio, the setup, the everything. I mean, we do it better every time.
Agreed.
That's what she said.
But look at this one.
What?
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
You
Almost
can't
the same
even
shirt.
repeat it.
Oh
You
my
can't
God.
Almost the same shirt.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is the same.
this
shirt.
is so terrifying.
It's similar, but
I
it's
want
got
to
a different
change the
design on
camera, but I'm
bottom.
so
It is.
scared to.
I think it's the same. For real? It's just a close
It's
shirt.
got the same writing on
No,
it, but it's got a
the
different
same
picture.
shirt. I did this fucking photo.
Oh,
like
same shirt.
I did
It's
it.
got a different picture on
No,
it.
it's the same shirt.
picture. It's just lower.
Oh, it is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Oh.
the same shirt.
Joe, you
Same
had me
shirt.
all fucked up.
Oh.
I was like, that's the same shirt, Joe.
So
I know
as
what you're
Jay
seeing.
requested, I came in 2-3 hours before you guys got here, and I tested the studio. And I took a screenshot of me testing the studio, and that's what it looked like. It was me
Oh.
being like, everything's wrong. Oh my God.
Hermadur.
I'm a shit. I gotta fix shit.
Oh my god,
Okay.
it's so terrifying.
I
Like
know.
he shit his pants.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
I don't know. Where are we on your pamphlet?
Oral sex leads to cancer. Have you heard
Yep.
of that?
Of course.
Do you
What they
believe
say
it?
that if you have 6 or 8 sexual partners that you perform oral sex on in your life, you like it ups your maybe it's like 6
I'm
partners to 8%.
Yeah, HPV has like 2 different variations. One is cervical and one is oral, and that's what causes it. And what's that guy? Michael Douglas,
The actor?
the one that was with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Isn't
Yeah.
he still?
Wasn't he the famous one that got
Isn't he
like
married to her?
oral cancer, like throat cancer from going down too much?
It's not from fucking smoking or
Congratulations,
something?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, I know. Lucky her.
Right. I mean, shit.
I mean, if you're gonna die, I mean, may as well be proud of that. You'll be like, yeah, yep, I did it.
so they're
you know?
saying they're saying men are getting this from women.
I think
ways.
it's both ways. Yeah.
Both ways. I think the men have like a 1 out of 8 versus like 8 women are 8 times more likely to get it than men, but men can get it as well.
Okay. So don't swallow. Is that
It's
what you're
probably
saying?
because women go to the doctor and get annuals and they check for that
They get
when you have a
they
pax.
get annuals.
Annuals, not anals. Annuals. Men don't. So
it's probably
you men-
undiagnosed.
But
right.
wasn't there
So it
a
ups the
better
men's
study of like college girls that swallowed that it had a lot
protein intake.
of testosterone?
Yeah.
They actually
Yeah.
had more testosterone.
Help the
And
swimmers
I heard it.
swim
I heard it's
longer.
good for your skin.
Yeah. Their voices got deeper.
It's good for your skin.
They were disqualified for all female sports.
I heard it was great for hair placement too, if you put it in the right spot.
I heard that if a man goes down on his woman a lot, they go bald. Obviously.
Really?
Wow. That's why Drew has a good head of hair. Huh. Hey, Joe at least has a receding hairline.
I have a great head of
I think
hair.
I'm gonna shave my head next week. Just to,
Yeah, look at me.
I have a great head of hair, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Did you hear our show last week?
I have a great head of hair. I have the head of hair of my Uncle Robert and my dad. We
That's-
do have receding hairlines, but we still have a great head of hair.
That's not how it works. You,
you
get
just
it
need
from
you
your
just
mother.
need a handlebar.
You get your hair from your mother.
You sure?
100%.
Well, that's the way. That's why they say all the Italian men will grow mustaches to look like their mother.
How does that work,
So
Jay?
fucked up.
Yeah, that's kind of confusing. I don't know. I just know.
It's a real thing.
It is.
But women don't have receding hairlines.
What about the guys who go bald when they're like in their late teens, early 20s? And their mom's got
Look at their mom.
hair.
No, that's fake.
I have dated or met a few women that were going bald, which is really weird because it's like their hair is really thin
Mm-hmm.
and you can see their scalp.
He just turned the lights out.
Who did?
You did. I'm just saying when you were saying you met some women you just turned the lights
Oh.
out.
Well, I mean, these were friends that I have known. It wasn't like a one-time meeting.
Friends.
Oh, we definitely banged. I'm just saying.
Friends.
We're
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm
friends.
saying.
Friends of Drew.
Yeah, but they had really, really fine, thin hair.
They all have patches and stuff. Like, I've been done by Drew.
I mean, we can get them done.
It's a brand.
He sent them all pasties
Yeah.
of the show. Yeah.
Said- it comes with the apology letter.
No, so
Yeah.
so
Sorry, thought I took your virginity, but
one
Sorry.
didn't go deep enough.
one was a good friend, and she ended up getting married to a millionaire, and so we were
Traded up.
keeping in touch. That she moved out of the area, and one day I got this call from her husband, like, "Don't ever fucking talk to my wife again, you motherfucker!" Blah. I'm like, dude, she's talking to me, and she's a friend. I mean, whatever. You don't want me to talk
You're
to
mad
her.
at the wrong person.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to talk to her? I won't talk to her, but don't fucking get mad at me. She's fucking talking to me, and
Yeah.
her mom liked me, her brother liked me. Like, I got along with her family. I
You
knew
just
her
didn't have
family.
enough money.
Yeah, exactly.
You hooked
I mean,
up with her mom and her brother
You
too?
only need one of two things, and if you don't have one, you got to have the money.
Yeah, I mean, he was loaded and whatever. They're still together, and I wish him well, but don't fucking come at me. I'm like, dude, your fucking lady's talking to me. And what happened was they had a dinner in Sarasota, and they all lived out of the area, but they came into the area to have fucking dinner, and they invited me to the dinner. So I met her mom, her brother, and we all fucking had dinner and yada yada. And he found out that I met them at the dinner, and he fucking blew up and like threatened to come kill me and shit. I'm like, dude, bring it, but still fuck off, because I was invited by not only your fucking wife, but her mom and her brother. So fuck you. Yeah.
You're not even in a red jumper and you're angry.
I'm not angry. I'm just proving up. I'm
True.
just stating
But
a
next
fact.
week, tune in. Drew will be in the red jumper.
In the red jumper.
my
amazing.
tits will not fit that. Trust me. Did I talk about the second one? I guess we'll leave it for next time. What's on the pamphlet?
What's on your pamphlet?
I don't know.
Have we not even made it to page 2 since you're...
Well, we
I don't
were,
know. We're at an hour and 20 minutes.
We were
so.
I
talking.
just wish you
Look
would
at us.
share pre-show so we'd know a little bit. About it.
Right?
It's a surprise. You got to
always a
go
surprise,
on the
Jay.
fly.
But I'm going to feel so dumb. You need to let us know.
No, you don't. You share half the shit to me throughout the week. So we didn't get to it. I mentioned it, but we flew right by it. 673 University of North Carolina professors refused to teach the American Constitution courses. To me, that's a big deal.
First of all, there were 673
73
professors
Right?
that teach that subject.
No, they're just professors in general. They're just signing this form refusing to teach any courses that refer to the American Constitution.
I teach biology. Why the fuck would I teach the Constitution
Yeah.
anyway?
So there's about
So people
about
signing it have
20
nothing to do with it
yeah,
anyway.
There's about 20 of those professors that it actually matters about, but
Exactly.
that number's
But if there's one at each university.
No, this is
like,
one university.
it's one
Oh,
university.
one
School.
university.
University of North Carolina.
has that many professors as a whole.
That was my question too.
Totally irrelevant.
That's like some dead voters shit right there. Like those are old professors that have been dead and gone, and they're putting their names on the ballots.
Everybody's signing it. I mean, I'm sure they have online professors.
Did they vote in multiple states as well?
Yes.
Well, it's great.
Some of them aren't legal to vote, or they're felons. Yes.
It's great that they have a choice. It's great that they can sign petitions. But in the end, we're going to replace all fucking teachers, and
With
I'm
AI.
saying it now. They're all going to be replaced with AI. The AI can teach our kids better. I don't have any kids. And
But who's going to program the AI with what to teach?
Doesn't matter.
That's the
They
question.
can pull all the data they need from real news, fake news. Who the hell cares what the kids learn?
And that's the point.
They're learning a bunch of bullshit anyway.
They'll never use it in their life anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's
Done.
true. So
Teach them how to do a fucking oil change on their car. Do something useful.
I agree.
Change a tire.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to change a tire this week or last week coming home from work.
You did.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good point, Jay.
And you
I
didn't call me?
think AI will override people trying to program them. So, for example, if you have people trying to say XYZ happened, but AI is pulling up news events that show that is not the case.
Well, until people put all that dumb shit that's a lies in the history book.
I don't think it's just history books though. I literally think it's Twitter chat. I think it's Reddit. I think it's fucking everything.
But they're going to pull a lot of wrong data at the same time too.
Unless they pay $30,000 a month, they're not going to have access to the tweets.
That's fine. AI
they have to be blue check.
AI is going to do it, man.
The corporate feed for Twitter tweets, in order to get access to it, I think they was like $30,000 a month, right?
A month?
Something like
Jesus
that. Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, it's 30,000.
Because Elon Musk doesn't have enough money.
Otherwise, you're limited to like 100,000 tweets a day or something that
That's
you can
celebrities,
pull.
like
to source the feeds.
Right.
For like data
but it's
sources.
Celebrities that have that blue check mark
Oh yeah, that's completely different.
that are
So-
being
We're
charged
talking
that
about
amount.
like the computer interfaces
Like for me,
of
as
the
a-
companies that pull
So,
it to source
Drew,
the
do
information.
you have the blue check mark?
research.
No, but
You
if
should.
I were to do it, it's
You
11,
do on
it's,
Humble
it's like
Chat.
$11 a month.
Yeah, so
Humble.
it's
I do
cheap.
have it on Humble.
It's like I thought it was $8.
Humble is the next social media
That's
platform
right.
to win from.
Big
Believe
fan.
me, Humble,
Humble.
HumblePay.com, Humble.com.
Humble.
They do have a great verified social media platform. I highly recommend it.
He's one of the innovators.
I am the innovator. I'm a beta tester.
Top 25 people. Was it 25 first people to have an account?
What is it? What is this like
Yep.
Longhorn or what?
I do it. Yeah, Joe.
He
Kind
gets
of, Joe.
free business.
You got to tell them what we're talking about.
Well, I have a habit of when a new restaurant opens is I want to be the first one in and the first one out on the first day they
Last
open.
one out.
Sorry.
First one in, last
First one in, last one out, the first day they open. So I will go to a new restaurant in the area. The first day they open, I'll stand in line. As soon as they open the doors, I'll be the first one in, and I'll stay there all fucking day. I'll drink, get hammered, whatever, and then before the door closes, I will be the last one to leave.
Sir,
And I will be sitting in the
sir,
parking lot waiting for you to finish up.
Laura
sir,
is usually
things don't work this way at Chuck E. Cheese. Why are you still here?
Oh, speaking of Chuck E. Cheese,
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
did you hear they're doing weddings at Chuck E. Cheese now?
That's great. Well, hey, the
Aw.
kids are older now, everybody.
Hey,
of course, they brings back all the childhood memories. We met at Chuck E. Cheese when we were 4 years old.
Romeo and Juliet were only 12 years old, so you know.
I thought they were like
Good point.
16.
Hunter Biden and Joe
12 or
Biden, he
13.
was 30 and she was 12. Let's
That's
think about
fucked up.
that for a
That's
minute.
fucked up.
Let's think about
Did you
that
say
for a minute.
Hunter Biden and
Or
Joe
no, sorry,
Biden?
Joe-
I know.
Joe Biden and
Gets
Jill Biden.
wishy-washy.
Right,
but
but he was married, had kids, lost his first wife. It wasn't like she was a child when he met her.
Jill
and then,
Biden was a babysitter to the Biden family. She was 12
Yeah, but
years
they
old.
didn't get married till years later, though.
But
This show got really political. I don't know what the fuck.
I'm
happened.
not getting political. I'm just stating.
Sounds like it.
Am I? I'm sorry.
I mean, Sweet Caroline.
We talked about AOC. We brought up Hunter and President Biden.
Yeah, but we're
multiple
even.
times,
we
so.
we knock it on both sides.
We
don't-
do.
we
knock
don't
it.
pick- we don't pick one
We're knocking
side,
both
you know.
boobies here. I mean,
Yeah, you hit it
so-
one way, you hit it back the other way.
I'm just saying.
It's like
there's
cheetah
some
ball.
weird
Tether ball.
photos and tweets out there that are need to be clarified with that situation.
AI is going to teach your children. Just
Yeah.
remember.
About the Biden relationship with Jill. So what would you fight a TSA agent over? Like you're going through TSA.
the strap on and belt that I left.
need to bring
that I
this
just packed
with
in the
me.
parking lot.
You'll ruin my life if I can't go to Vegas with this.
My wife
Can't buy it
bought
there.
me a little like something that goes in your wallet. It looks like a credit card, but it has like a
Oh, the
screwdriver
tools.
on one end and a a needle on the other end, a whole bunch of like miscellaneous tools in his card. And
For those who are wondering, Joe has his teeth in,
yeah, I have.
and that's why he's talking like a 5-year-old child.
Yep, sorry about that.
He's got a lisp.
And
Yeah.
he's from Staten
and why don't you have a
Yeah.
de-esser?
It's not a de-childer. It's not a de-childer, Joe. It's a
Okay.
de-esser.
So
Everyone's just gonna skip the DS joke. Just saying.
So I had this in my wallet, and I went to New York back in January, and they didn't say anything. They didn't take it or nothing. But coming back at the airport, they flagged it, and they're like, "Oh, you can't have this because it has like a sharp point at the end, even though the point is like half an inch." They're like, "Oh, this is dangerous."
Laura tells me that.
I'm familiar with that.
My wife,
Yeah.
my wife
Very
was,
familiar
was
with half
starting
inch.
starting an argument with the TSA.
It's
I was
just
like,
the tip.
I was like, just take it, confiscate it, walk away. I was like, it's not worth fighting over. I'm not getting arrested over a little thing from in the wallet. I was like, I'm not like emotionally attached to it. My wife was like, I bought that for you. You can't let them take it.
Can't
Shut
they just
the fuck
mail
up.
it? Can they just mail it back to you? Like,
Joe,
It
I
wasn't
got you
worth
beat.
it. It was like a $10 thing from Amazon.
They
Like,
don't.
just
They take all that shit
just
away, and then
give
they
it, take
actually
it.
destroy
I'm not gonna
it.
fight. I wasn't emotionally attached to it. I was like, just take it. That's fine. Like I understand. Just take it. And she's like, she
I
started a
have you
fight. I
beat.
was like, we're not gonna get on the plane.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Laura almost went to jail.
I tried bringing a hunting knife through TSA.
Were
My
you
bad.
were you going hunting?
No. It was for safety reasons, walking in Ybor in the early morning hours to work. So I like had it in a bag, and then I stopped carrying the bag for the longest time. And so then I had like a family emergency, had to be at TSA or Tampa International in like a half hour. That includes packing. So I just grabbed this bag because it had a work computer in it. And I'm like, if I have to work, I need this bag. And the one that stopped, I'm like, oh, I'm the random freaking search. I'm the random search of my bag. And I have no idea that it's in there. And the TSA agent's like, is there anything in this bag that can hurt me if I were to search it? And I'm like, no, there's nothing in the bag. It's my computer. And he looks at the screen and he looks back at me and he goes, if I search this bag, is there anything in here that can hurt me? And I must have looked like a deer in headlights. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, yes, there is. I'm like, take it. I don't have time. Whatever you have to do, just take it. Like, I need to go.
But they mailed it back.
Yeah.
They allowed, yeah, he gave me the op. He's like, well, I'm like, just take it.
It was like a $200 knife.
Yeah. I'm like, I just take it. I don't have time. Like, I need to be on my plane in like 5 minutes.
And I'm headed to South Carolina where I'm gonna gut some squirrels.
Yeah. No.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
So I was heading to New York. I probably should have had it considering the violence in New York right now. But the guys,
Was
he's
that
like, are
another
you?
political joke?
No.
Like New York's not
I'm
so
just saying,
bad.
don't go in the subways in Ybor if you value your life.
There's
no,
no
but
subways in
There's
Ybor.
subways in Ybor?
I mean, New York. Sorry.
Well, Ybor is just as bad
They're
considering there's a
underwater.
shooting
It's the
every
White
week.
Claws. They finally hit me.
Who put the camera on her? She
Jesus
just doesn't want to
Christ.
stop fucking
Okay, I'm
talking
done.
now.
Jesus.
Oh, is it the Laura show
I'm done.
all
I
of a
know.
sudden?
It's like,
Oh,
boom.
God.
That's the
Take my tagline, Jay.
It's-
Go ahead.
Oh, it's
Where's-
mine,
where's-
bitch.
where's your
I used it
headset?
last week.
Yeah, you stole it.
Yeah.
Where's your headset?
I'm done.
Okay, so
I couldn't finish the whole story. Screw you all.
I'm
it was
sorry.
a long story, Laura. I'm just
Laura,
saying.
no,
With
let
comments
her-
from the peanut gallery all around me.
Can you
I'm
can,
sorry,
can
Laura.
you describe the
Let's
knife?
Go back to the subway,
Fuck
please.
you all.
So, should Olympians be
We should have stopped 32 minutes and 53 seconds ago.
Why? What time was that?
An hour and a half already.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? Because
Yeah.
Garby's not here.
Yeah.
I know, that's why we're going long. We're
Yeah.
making up for Garby's absence.
Going long. Haven't heard that in a long
We're,
time.
we're just waiting
ever.
for more people to join.
Don't worry. I'm not
I know.
going to the mic. He can't hear
All
me.
three of them.
Mittens is waiting outside for us. So, should Olympians be stripped of their medals and their titles because they tested
Nope.
positive for marijuana?
Yes.
No.
Oh, not for pot. No.
So that's happening like all over the place.
I think that Olympic runner got screwed when she got disqualified for
Listen,
having weed in her system.
If you're kicking ass and
Well-
you've got pot in your system, you should get a second medal for that.
Right?
You're waking up and you're at least practicing, you know. You're going to
Yeah, you're going and doing something physical.
You're probably
like-
doing it with a bag of Cheetos
You're
in
not
your
just
hand.
sitting there having the munchies like everyone else watching shitty comedy rom-coms.
Don't worry, Jay. We won't get political and talk about other
Don't-
people entering women's sports.
Don't worry, Jay. You pissed off Laura enough. She's not going to
I
put the
did.
camera on you.
I really didn't mean to.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I'm still
She's
on.
not
You're not
even-
going to put the camera on you.
My headphones
I'm
are
so
off, so I'm not
sorry.
She's
paying
not even
attention.
switching cameras. She's just
I'm
like,
so
oh,
sorry.
my God.
And Laura,
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
really
keep talking.
apologize and I want to hear your story.
Nope. You all can go to hell.
You go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
Anywho,
He
so
just checked off his list. Piss off Laura.
I did.
Mission accomplished.
Done.
Well, this is probably my last show. We saw what happened to the last person to piss Laura off.
So special needs child
Funny.
Special needs child forced to eat his own vomit at
What?
daycare.
Like as
I
like a
thought that was a
punishment?
sorority thing or a
No,
fraternity thing.
No, at daycare.
I haven't heard that
The preschool are they called teachers? I don't know. They were arrested and charged with child abuse.
Good.
Yep, they should be.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right,
I missed it. What'd they do to the child?
the child threw up,
Mhm.
and as a punishment, they forced him to eat his own vomit.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I can see rubbing his nose in it.
That happened to me.
dog.
Like hit him with the
I'm just-
newspaper.
So
Don't
when I
do
was a
that.
kid, and
Don't
this
do
is
that.
this is why this story stuck out to me. When I was a kid, I went to Polynese. Was it called Polynese or Polynese? Polynese, childcare in Tampa, and they punished me by flushing my head down the toilet.
A swirly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they gave him a swirly.
Yep. And so I came home with my hair was wet. My mom's like, "Why the fuck is his hair wet?" And they're like, "Well, he misbehaved, so we dunked him."
I just want to
Like,
say,
they-
if I had a
They
kid,
admitted to it.
I guess.
if I had a kid and they did this kind of shit to my kid, I would fuck some shit up. So,
No,
Right.
but
you know what,
Slam a
people?
bus brake
fuck
all day
these
long.
people up, and
Don't
they'll
make a
never do
kid.
this shit again. I am all for it. Fuck every one of them up. Their whole fucking company, that every person that works there, fuck them all up if they fuck with your kid.
yeah,
Fuck.
but back in the day, you used to be able to have like discipline at schools. Like the nuns would hit you with a ruler or something like that.
That's a
Well,
spanking, not a swirly.
No, but like they
or
would hit
eating
you
your
on the
vomit.
wrist or something.
It's
But
like almost drowning you in a toilet.
now, if a teacher hit you on the wrist with a ruler, they'd go to jail. But back
course.
then, it was like accepted.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, was dunking a kid's toddler?
I think that's a little.
toddler's
I think
head in
that's a little
toilet?
far. I think that's a little far.
I don't remember it at all. Like,
Everyone has a different perspective on what's
Yeah.
too far, right?
but
So-
I can swim really well now, so I think maybe there's a plus.
I
to
can't,
it.
and I can't swim.
and your hair has grown beautifully.
Is that where the curl comes
It was
from?
watered where
My
we
hair
were.
is just flowing locks.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
hates long
Little
showers.
twirly
He hates
swirls.
long
Call me
showers.
twirly swirls if you
He,
want.
he won't even sit down. He
Little
just kind
spinner
of
comes from your head being in a
That's
toilet,
true.
not because of your, breakdancing skills.
I do have
Whoa.
awesome breakdancing skills.
I believe it.
You've seen him.
He missed
Didn't
it.
you
He
see
wasn't
him? Oh,
here.
you weren't here when I did my windmill?
It's online.
It's online.
It is
on
online.
YouTube.
Search.
I don't watch the
Drew
show.
does windmill.
Come on, we
And neither should you, people. Neither should you.
need all the
Probably
clicks
not.
we can get.
Probably not.
And make sure you click on the links at the bottom. We get 3 cents per click.
No, we don't, Joe.
No, we don't.
Not even
No,
that.
not
We
even close.
don't even have sponsored
That's,
links.
No.
that's not even your cut.
No sense and no cuts. All right, so we're gonna call it for the night.
Thank you, Jesus.
What are we calling?
Can you stop calling Drew Jesus?
I know, right? I mean, I appreciate it, but I have 5 other stories, but I guess we're just gonna go.
He doesn't
to-
walk on a
It's
wall.
gonna be
probably
old
the
news next
best.
week.
You know he
Get
saved
done.
like the best one for last in there too. Go ahead, do one of them. Pick
Yeah,
the best.
the last
Pick the best one,
The
yeah.
last
He didn't
one-
even have a top 10 this week.
The
Come on.
last one was you talking about the lady in New York with the counterfeit paintings. I was going to talk
yeah.
about that.
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
Nah,
it's
that
on
story
net.
takes too long.
It's on Netflix.
Fuck him.
It's
watch,
a
watch
Netflix
it on
story.
Netflix. It's
Okay.
called Made You Look, and it's about some people who basically did counterfeit paintings that were really awesome and fooled the whole art world and very rich people for $80 million worth.
I play that same game with Laura at night called Made You Look. Completely different.
Yeah, yeah. You
She-
do like
Like
this.
hide the
You
sausage.
do like a. you
She
like
stopped
a,
looking so many months ago. So,
Laura's not putting the camera on me to
No,
show
there
it.
you
There you
go.
go. Thanks. Fuck.
yeah, but
Unbelievable.
she's joining
so
the writer's
pissed.
strike. She's
She's
just.
so angry. She's just, the red jumper has to go. That's it.
I know, right?
It's my power
Take-
suit, fuckers.
Take it off.
So next week,
Head.
Laura is just going to be wearing nipple fucking pasties. That's it. That's all you're getting.
And shorts.
Nope. I mean, you can't even tell what she's wearing. She'd be fucking.
Well, the camera can't tell, but
She
we
could be.
can.
She could be wearing Chrissy's muffies right now.
Yeah, and I may not be back for a while, so
He
peace
doesn't know
out.
what you named it.
Great
Oh,
job.
we call it muffies, by the way.
We called
Called
it
what?
Muffin Man.
She
Her
was-
flesh-covered leggings that I thought she was
That she
pantless
was-
on her
that
Facebook
Oh.
post.
We call them muffies
We called her
Okay.
Muffin Man and Midnight Muffin.
because it looked like she had her muffin hanging out.
Okay.
Oh.
Have you seen the picture, Joe?
No, I don't have social media.
Oh,
You gotta show
I don't have
Joe the
social
picture.
media.
He doesn't even seen it. Oh my god,
Oh,
this is
I
gonna be
can't
great.
wait to see it.
Show Joe while we're on here.
okay.
You
Well,
found my wife on a website?
Yeah, it was on a
Funny,
the
website.
so did
pants.
I.
Yeah. It's OnlyFans.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, it was Boob Critic.
It's muff critical most.
Okay, fine. Let
Joe,
me-
if you
let me
saw-
put it on Joe.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling Facebook and this is what I see. Just look real fast. Okay, now look away.
Yeah, she doesn't have pants on.
She doesn't have pants on. But then
Yeah.
when you look at it, it looks like there's.
Yeah.
There's pants. Let me
right?
see.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Let me
Jay wants to get a peek too.
So you're scrolling
take a
Facebook
look.
and all of a sudden you see this.
Woo.
And you take it away. No pants, right?
No pants.
Yeah, everybody says no pants. So
Well,
I don't
there's-
know.
it's-
man.
It's like an eggplant color.
They look
It's
like
just the
she
lighting.
has real
It's the
tan
lighting in that
legs.
room.
It's-
Yeah,
Eggplant is black. What are you
No, but it's
talking about?
like-
eggplant color.
it's the lighting in that
purple.
room.
Eggplant. Well, it's purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, dark blackish purple.
All right. Are you staying for a cigar, Jay? You brought a cigar.
Yes, I am, and this is, I don't know when I'm going to be back. So,
Oh, my God,
I'd
this could
like to
be-
say see you next Tuesday,
Go
but
fuck
I'm
yourself,
going to
Jay.
pass that on to Laura. She can start using
Don't
my
say pass it. You
tagline,
stole it from me.
my
I literally put in
tagline.
a text and you stole it from me.
So angry.
She is very angry. You guys, I love that somebody's fighting over the term.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Oh, I love it.
All right, guys. It's been Drinking with Drew.
Fuck
We'll
off.
see you next week. Check us out again. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook group pages, all that good stuff. DrinkingWithDrew.com. We post all of our videos. There's a big archive on there. DrinkingWithDrew.com. Peace out. With your cocks out.
Tell him to check out the video over at Jason Stallworth's website too.
Yeah, we can do that. Jason Stallworth. We did a nice video with him discussing the studio. If you're interested in studio and looking at like live podcast and how to set up a studio, Jason Stallworth. Search him on YouTube. There's a nice video on there. Actually, it's on our website too, Jake or Joe. All right, guys. See ya. I got to pee so bad.